What's going on, everybody? It's Eric Rayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level. And today we're going to be on the defensive side of things. I'm going to show you what I believe to be the fastest blitz in the game and the hardest blitz to block. Now everybody knows about nickel blitz 2 out of nickel normal this year. Everybody's using it, and this is pretty much the same concept, same look, just out of a different formation. It's out of the nickel double A gap, and the play is going to be called nickel dog 2. Now, the blitzing cornerback here, we have Trey Waynes. You want someone fast here, at least 91, 92 speed. 93 speed is kind of my preference. I don't like to have anybody lower than 93 here, but 91, 92 speed will still work. It'll still be fast, but I feel like 93 speed is like the sweet spot that you kind of want to aim for. So if you're playing Ultimate Team, Jalen Ramsey is probably the perfect guy to put here. Now, the only real setup here is we're going to spy the defensive tackle on the right, and we're going to take this defensive end and we're going to slide him in 3 steps like this. Now, you won't be able to use her on this play, so that that does hurt it just a tad bit, but it makes the blitz so fast that it almost doesn't matter. If you're in a 3rd and long situation, or you're just trying to catch him off guard, it's going to come flying in so fast that if they're not ready for it, they're not getting the ball off. So we're going to show you how this works here. And as you can see, Trey Waynes is in there. But before you can really even make a read, I mean, if your first read is covered, you're pretty much done. And the way the coverage drops back, you can't really throw anything quick. You see, he tried to get it out, and he gets popped. Now, you would say, okay, let's, blocking the running back doesn't do anything. And the running back blocking this year is terrible. We all know that. As you can see, he's not going to do anything. And this is another thing that's going to happen a lot. You're going to fumble the ball when you get hit. What your quarterback is. That's an animation that's in the game this year that you're just going to have to deal with. So we'll block the tight end and the running back, and we'll slide left. Doesn't matter. He's coming in every time. Now, okay, you say, one way that sometimes we'll pick it up, but not very consistently, is a good way to usually block a lot of these type of blitzes is you can block your running back and you slide right, which seems weird, but it'll cause the running back to run to the left. Now, it'll pick this up sometimes, but I would say not even half the time does this work, so it's still not consistent. See, that time it did work. Because what'll happen a lot of times is the defensive end that you're using, he's going to come kind of around that tackle, and the running back's going to try to pick him up instead. So we'll show you it again. This is one of the few ways that you can have some success blocking this blitz. But see, we did the same thing again there, and he didn't even run over there this time. The running back is just very inconsistent this year. So you can't rely on him to block his guy. So now let's flip the play. We'll put the running back on a check and release. This is another popular way that combats a lot of blitzes this year. It'll cause the running back to block to the outside, but not against this blitz. We'll show you here. See, he just runs to the inside, or actually he runs to the opposite side to get the defensive end, who is kind of irrelevant in the play. Now we'll flip it again and we'll say, okay, let's block the tight end. Tight end should surely pick this up, but you'll see that doesn't work either. They go for the defensive end, and now he comes in screaming. So we've already thrown a lot of different things at this. Now, one way that we'll pick it up the majority of the time is you have to have the running back and the tight end both blocking on the same side of the blitz. So, I mean, if you're willing to send 3 routes out against 7 to 8 guys, I mean, go ahead. That's fine. So now you have some time, but I mean, what can you really do here? Not much, because you only have 3 guys on the field. And then to really mess with your opponent, this is another way we mix it up. Is we can also we can only send 3, so we can put the guy, the DT in a spy, and then we can man up this defensive end. Now this won't be as consistent as far as certain blocking assignments. We'll pick it up better because we're only rushing 3, but if they're not blocking anybody, it'll still come screaming in every time. So if it's the first time you're throwing this at somebody, by all means, only blitz 3, and do that until they can stop it. Again, we're going to just blitz 3. It's coming in. The guard actually peeled off there and got him, which is very rare. That's something that should happen more often, but it doesn't in this game. So again, we'll do it. Going to blitz 3. And he's coming in every time. So until your opponent shows that he can stop that, I would drop 8 guys every time. And then if he starts stopping that, then you just drop your defensive tackle and you say, okay, block whoever you want. It's not going to stop it. You have to block them both on the same side. Now another way we can mess with opponents is we can do coverage out of this. And when I like to do that is when I like to play coverage, I'll man up this cornerback on somebody, and then I'll put this DT in a yellow zone, and I'll still slide him in. But then once the ball is snapped, I can drop back and user with him, cover the middle of the field. So you might want to put a guy like Anthony Barr in that spot for when you do decide to do that, so that you're not using a D and you're actually using a linebacker with more speed, and you can cover more ground. But that's just another way I like to mess with people, because they're just so sure the blitz is coming. They might block two guys, but we're back here now. We got more guys in coverage. So you can do a lot with this play. It's very hard to block, and it's going to give your opponent some headaches. So practice it in the lab, take it into your game, and start getting more stops on defense. Alright, catch you later.